Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of, I almost said Out of Ore, but it's Gold Mining Simulator. So we are back, and I have to say two things, actually. So, when I'm recording this, it is actually a day after I live streamed. So, since I live streamed, I completely almost forgot that this was even a thing. I had a request to continue uploading these as well. So that's what we're going to try to do. So every live stream you see is going to be nothing but the Orange Beast. It's going to be nothing but trying to clear out all of Old Arnold and so on and so forth. And then on this one, this is the hardcore mode or hard mode, whatever you want to call it. And this is what is going to be the absolute challenging one. So just to be clear, when I'm live streaming, that is nothing but trying to clear the claim. That's going to be probably more 100% cleanouts, stuff like that. And then this one is the hard mode, where it's going to be videos instead of live streams and stuff like that. So try to keep the differences away, right? So that's what we're going to try to do. But just wanted to make that clear, just to clean out the air and everything else. So let's see. So I'm thinking, so this is going to be 3,200. Let's actually see here. So we got 5420 or 37, 5437 minus. Actually, we can just do this. 1,500 is 3937. So will I have enough money? 39. Oh, no, not two. 3937. I can get the big one, so you better freaking believe it that we're getting her. So I wanted to get the big one just because it's going to be a lot easier. We don't want to buy it. We want to rent it. Did I press the add button or did I press the rent button? There we go. Let's see if it actually wants to work this time. 32. Okay, good. I was going to say, I was like, I promise you I did that, but... And then 1,500, of course. There we go. So that is going to be the absolute challenge. Now here's the next thing. I don't have, and this is probably where we're going to have a huge problem. I don't have the money to buy the trailer for fuel. It's probably going to be a mistake, but we're going to get... I mean, I'm going to fill up at least the jerry can I got. Oh, I turned the truck off. I was going to leave the truck on, but since it's already off, I'm just going to leave it off. But yeah, I don't have the money for the trailer, so we're going to just do this the old-fashioned way and drop everything on the ground. Oh, this is going to be bad. Okay, so 79 bucks. It's actually not as bad as I want. This is not going to do anything for anything. It's not going to... It's not going to touch the fuel gauge on that big excavator, but it's something, right? So we just got to get going. I don't even know how much the fuel trailer is. It might actually be affordable at the moment, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a few $1,000s. I seriously can't remember, so since we're here, we're just going to run in right quick, turn all that stuff off. Hopefully nothing breaks, because right now we absolutely have no money. Where's the fuel trailer? There it is, and it's 4,800 bucks. Yeah, I ain't got that. Even if I don't even know if I'd have the money for it if I did the small one. Actually, to be bright or quite honest with you. But anyway, so we got this. We got everything else hooked up, ready to go. So hopefully we can get at least some sort of gold. So we need at least 3,200. That's 3 point. It's about 3 ounces per day, at least minimum, without anything else, just to keep the excavator. This is going to be the challenge because, like I said, I could have got the small one, and it's going to be interesting. So My goodness. Trying to text and drive is not the easiest thing to do. Um, but anyway, besides the point, we'll see what we can do. So we need at least 3,000 ounces a day just for simplicity's sake of um, the rent, and then of course we need the the rent for the machine, and then we need the rent money. So 30%, is it 30 or 35? I think it's 30. I think it's 30 here. So 30%. Oh, there we go. So also I forgot to mention, the game did update. So now we can carry more than one moss mat, so on and so forth. So that's absolutely cool. I think that's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, and then it has a little money sign, like if you're renting, and then I'm not sure actually if it is okay. So that is okay. So that's how much I owe a day. That's actually pretty sweet. Now I was told, if I can get this all ready to go here. I'm so used to driving the huge X. This shouldn't be too terribly different. But we got half a tank, so that should give us something. But I think if you drive over here, you can actually buy it. And I'm not sure if it's a rent-to-own situation or what it is, but we'll see. So let's see. What does this do? Okay, buy. Yeah, so you have to spend 81,000. So we'll keep an eye on that, just to see if it is actually like a rent-to-buy situation. I forgot to look, of course, but if it is a rent-to-buy, and you have it like 6 days, what's that, $18,000? Then it would be what, 63,000 after that, I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully everything will be fine. But of course we'll just wait and see. So I think the good gold is here. Of course I didn't drill it. I didn't have, like I said, the money to drill or anything like that. So we'll see what happens. But let's see. Well, oh boy. So I've been talking with Jay, and we have a little bit of a side thing, trying to get him a PC and whatnot. I'm not going to tell everybody what it is about, but I'm hoping that we can get something figured out, and so he can get along with us and so on and so forth. Because I know Gold Mining Simulator 2 is coming out soon. I'm not sure when soon, but hopefully by probably, I would imagine, maybe Christmassy time. So we can hope that that's the case. Everything's plugged in, right? We got water. Oh, we don't have a blue cord. Why do I not have a blue cord? Did I buy a blue cord? Or did I say I was going to get a blue cord and then I completely forgot? Now this is the real challenge. Because now I have 2 games going, and I gotta remember which one is which. And I know I don't have anything over there. I wouldn't... No, I don't think I have one. Because, yeah, I wouldn't have anything to have a blue cord with, so we gotta go get one. Well, that kinda sucks. But, yeah. I'll go get one right quick, and then we'll get to mining. So I will be right back. Alright everybody, so we are back and we finally got this thing wrapped up, ready to go, and I finally figured out what that yellow cord was for. Let's just get that one out. I'm just going to hook it up. I'm not going to set up anything or anything, but there we go. Oh, over, whatever. So, let's get this thing filled up. I think I should probably scoot over just a touch. I don't want to get too terribly close to it and just make myself in a tight little spot. So let's get this show on the road, shall we? Alright. Oh my goodness. I feel like a console player when I'm playing this, Have to go back to the big excavator, not the huge excavator. And, I don't have any moss mats, so I can't even play, or I can't even play with 4 moss mats, I think it is, with the blue moss mats. and or 4. I think it's 4 with the big or the blue moss mats, and then the green moss mats. So Orange Beast, I think, is 2. And that's just going to be absolutely fantastic. I know, I'm sorry, console players, but the one person I'm not sorry to is most definitely Jeff. 100% not sorry for him. It'll be fine. But hopefully, I just now thought about this, hopefully this has enough gusto to fulfill. It says it doesn't have any water, so that's not the greatest, but it is green. So now we gotta think about it. Hopefully. Okay, we have water, everything's running, everything's going good, beautiful, thank you, Jesus. That's exactly what we're looking for. So I gotta wait for 50%. Oh, I was thinking that was a nugget, but I forgot that we don't have nuggets on this save. So, we don't have any nuggets. But we gotta wait to 50% to get everything rounded up, good to go. And that is the one reason why I decided to go with the big excavator instead of the small one. And that is just simply because I don't have to work as hard. I can just literally sit here and then one scoop, you're done. I don't have to, rush. I don't have to really do anything. I can just, take my sweet leisurely time and everything else. The Orange Beast one on the live stream, oh my goodness, that is a non-stop, constant, like it just outruns you. There's nothing you can do about it, and you just have to deal with it. I mean, that is literally the only thing I can say. So we'll see what happens. I think that's about 4 scoops now, or about 20%, so we shouldn't be too terribly long in this. But, yeah, could you imagine what the huge excavator would be in this? So if this is 50, say the small one's 25, so you'd have 75% per bucket, give or take. I'm over here doing math, and I'm not thinking here. Or I'm not paying attention. That's all fine and dandy. But yeah, so I was told to do both. So I'm going to try to remember everything. I'm going to try to keep up with everything, So we're pretty much gearing towards a gold mining simulator only channel, which I'm sure not all of you care, because most of the, like I said, most of the views are coming from Gold Rush or Gold Mining Simulator anyway. So I'm sure most of you don't care, but that's pretty much what's happening. So if you like Gold Mining Simulator, welcome to the channel. And of course, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and everything else. All that's good. Helps me out so very much. And then, of course, if you think I'm doing something wrong or right or whatever, let me know in the comments below. I have a bunch of people that like to critique me, especially, let's just name off 4 right here. All right, so if you're a part, or if you've watched some of the stream, you already know that Mr. Silver Fox, Mr. Dave, Mr. Timothy, and of course, who can forget Mr. J. Jeff? Last but not least, Mr. J. Jeff. Them 4 have been picking on me for absolute ever. Absolutely love it. But those 4 fine gentlemen are, they keep me on my toes, I tell you what. So, with that being said, them 4 lads, they're good people. They're good people, that's for sure. But anyway, with that being said, we can just ignore the fact that 2 of them are British. I don't have nothing wrong with the British people, don't get me wrong, but them Silver Fox and Dave, I don't know, man. They're a handful. Let me just put it that way. But yeah, so if you haven't watched any of the streams or not, I get it. It's long. It's most of the time not when you guys are free. 100% understand. But we just been trying to, or I've been trying to do some streaming, trying to do some more content, stuff like that, and really helps me, get to know you guys honestly more. It's kind of one-on-one situation. Now this one was kind of like a 4-on-1, but don't take it out of context. But besides the point, it's a fun time. So of course, if you guys can, I'm gonna try to do maybe every other day or until something else happens. Every other day from 10 to noon, I will start, and that would be Pacific time. So if you know what Pacific time is, it's going to be easy. I think if you're in like Europe, or well, if you're in the UK, it's 6 hours ahead. I think it's six. Maybe it's seven. It's either six or seven. And then of course, and then if you're like on the East Coast, it's three. So 3 hours ahead. So just a little bit of something. Like I said, if you want to definitely take a seat and whatnot. Last stream was 5 hours, and then the stream before that I think was only like 2.5. But the 5 hour one, it took 5 hours to fill that orange beast, and I finally did it. It took what seemed like forever, but we finally did it, and it was a proud day, proud time for sure. But yeah, we're getting pretty far in it and stuff like that. Of course, if you can't make it to the live stream and you want to watch it or want to see it, they go immediately to my videos on my channel. You may have to click a tab that says live instead of just videos, but it will be on the channel. It may just be on, just if you click on the channel, it may just be up there. But if it's not, then if you, like I said, if you look at it and then go to live and stuff like that, then it'll pop up. So, of course, no matter how you watch it, if you watch it, I do appreciate every single one of you, and thank you much for the support. Like I said, truly helps. Let's see. I'm thinking that's going to do it for that bucket. And of course, I put it the absolute perfect spot. Absolute perfect spot to block everything so I can't see a bloody thing. Love it. That is exactly what I wanted to do. So I'm going to say that's 100%, but I couldn't tell you if it's right or wrong. And let's see. Oh, we're already behind here. Behind schedule. But like I said, it doesn't take too terribly long to catch up, especially when we're this close. I have no idea what the ground's like underneath us, so we're just hoping. Like I said, we need, I would say, to break even and to actually make some money, I think we would need probably about 4.5 ounces a day because rent and then provisions of from the land. So I'd say about 4.5 ounces a day minimum is what we'll need to keep going. But we're going to see what happens first. We're going to see if we can either get as many buckets as possible, of course, because as always, the more mining you do, the more gold you get. But we'll just see on time-wise. This is another reason why I'm going to try to do more time lapses, or not time lapses, live streams, is because if I can do, what am I talking about? I'm going to see, let's just start over. I'm going to see how many buckets I can do in about 25 minutes, and then we can go from there. I'm thinking that's 25 minutes is a good rounded number, and then by the time we clean them out and stuff like that, theoretically, we will be about right at that half-hour mark, and so I think that's going to be golden. I do have some Ranch Sim videos and stuff like that still that I need to upload. I think I have, I would probably say maybe 10 more videos of that. And then pretty much, like I said, it's pretty much going to be a gold rush, or gold mining simulator, excuse me, channel. Until, something else comes out. Or if I get tired of it, then I'll do something else. I do have a few videos or games in mind. Like I've been looking at Railroader. That seems like a pretty interesting game. I know quite a few of you like Derail Valley Simulator. That's a fun game. I mean, it's more of a, like I said, it's more of a, if you play it, it's more fun thing, because like in the time lapses and stuff like that, you see me, pushing the brake down, using the throttle, stuff like that. I mean, just watching it, I can see where it can be a little bit not as fun, but it's a fun game. So everybody that does watch that, I do appreciate. and I know some of you guys actually wanted to see more of that. But anyway, Railroader, I think, is kind of the same lines as that. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't really. I've looked into it and I've watched some videos on it, but I don't necessarily remember if you can drive the train or if you just tell them where to go, you know, stuff like that. So we'll have to check it out and see. But other than that, really, I don't have any other games in mind. I know they were talking about. Um, we're trying to get Mr. J a PC, and as soon as that happens, whether or well, no matter what, however it happens, um, then we can definitely be playing Out of War more and stuff like that. So hopefully, we're working on trying to be more of a multiplayer channel as well. Of course, I'm still going to be, you know, a single player and stuff like that. Still will have videos that I do myself, but I'm trying to get more of a um, multiple video kind of deal. So hopefully that will come soon. Of course, if it does, sweet. If it doesn't, it'll come eventually, right? Everything's around the corner. I can't say exactly when it's going to happen, but that's my hopes for the channel. It's kind of a lot of this video is kind of more of a channel update than anything else, but that's what we're aiming for. I want to. Well, we have a good community, especially like on the Discord. If you want to be part of the Discord, the link is in the description. Um, and then if you guys want to join, of course, it's free. If you don't have it, you know, stuff like that. That's pretty much, like I've been saying, is pretty much the best way to get a hold of me, the easiest way. Um, and then, of course, you can just message me and then at me or whatever you do on it and get a hold of me. And then, of course, I'll see it whenever I see it and go on from there. So if you have any questions or anything, that's the best place to do it. And then, of course, you have everybody else that's in the channel. Um, or in the community kind of deal, whatever. That is pretty much where to find me. Like I said, I don't have Facebook or anything else, so just the YouTube and the Discord. That's it. So if you want to, or if you have any questions or anything, of course you can always use the comment section. I mean, that's always fine too. But I'll ask questions here. I try to keep in touch with everybody that comments and stuff like that. If you take time out of your day to comment and everything else, then we're going to do that. So, or I can keep up to date and whatnot. But with all that being said, what am I doing? I'm over here waiting. I think that is actually going to do it, because I think we're about pushing 25 minutes or so. Like I said, if it goes longer, it's not the biggest thing in the world. Well, we're just going to see what happens, but that's definitely going to do it. And we're going to have to hurry up and rush over to the other side. It is, there it is. That was a struggle bus right there. Alright, so we'll just put that one back in. We'll get this water hose. We'll hook that up. There we go. That's just going to keep her go immediately. That's fine. So 2 buckets. Let's see what we got. Shouldn't be too terribly bad. I'm going to run down here, though. Well, no, I'm going to run down here. We got 15%, so we might as well fill it up. I was going to use it for the excavator, but if we don't have water, then we're kind of SOL anyway. So we got 3.7. That's always an amazing feature. There we go. Fill that thing up, and then... Oh, there we go. So then we'll be ready to turn this off whenever it's done. 6 ounces. There we go. 6.8, 7, 7, 1, 3, 4, 5, maybe. Oh, no, 7, 7. Okay. 7, 8, 8, 8.2. There we go. So that ain't bad. So if we take 30% off of that, let's do the math later in life. Oh, this one's going to need some fuel too. So let's see. So 8.24 ounces is going to be... Here, 8.24. I think it's times 30%. So they're going to take 2.4 ounces right now. And that will leave me minus 8.24. I'll have 5.7 ounces. So right now, we already have the rent for the excavator paid off and everything else. So as long as everything else stays fine and doesn't try to break down, I'm talking to you guys, and you, and you, and you, and you, all of you. If you don't break down or anything, we should be a-okay. But anyway, thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. A little bit of a shorter, longer episode. I don't know what to call it. But, yeah, hopefully we can get 2 or 3 buckets an episode. I may even play a little bit on the side or off camera just to get a little bit further. But anyway, guys, thank you much. I'll catch you on the next one. And you all, take care.